So this is called Camp of the Sacred Clown. Marched on a prayer walk down to the river. We drank water, poured salt, and shared a circle of song. On the hills across the river, 20 or 30 cruisers sped up to meet us if we decided to cross the river. We continued on and sang our prayers, chants of the ancestors that have lived in this land for eons, before the white man. The march eventually led us to the Hyuka camp, Camp of the Sacred Clown, a camp placed as far as you can get down the river, as close to the pipeline as possible, yet still on the res. There were canoes full of clowns paddling across the river, native songs of joy and peace blasting over a PA system hidden inside a teepee. A camp full of Mohawks come down from Canada, part of the resistance. Everyone was smiling. It was like an episode of the Three Stooges. The cops drove up to the shoreline in some type of professional golf cart. The canoe paddled further down the river. The cops discussed following. They started to follow. The clowns in the canoe laughed and cried, then paddled the opposite direction, back and forth for hours, the cops following their lead. One clown asked, "Hey officers, are you bored yet? It's a boring day, huh? Lucky you got us to keep you company." Another said, "We'll help you get some exercise. Gotta work off those tummies somehow in this frigid atmosphere." There were 20 or 30 cars following the movement from the hills above with binoculars. Behind them, even further, were several long shots with sniper rifles. From the camp, the Mohawks cheered and chanted, "Agitators! The agitation!" Several of them stood there silent, miming the uniformed officers, uniformed white men with their binoculars. Miming their hands blocking the sun's glare from their eyes, aiming to stare all across the scene. Mime their paunches sticking out heavily underneath their hearts. A whole line of clowns keeping hearts entertained, a mirror to the world's foolishness, a way to see into one's own humanity. Somewhere the coyote howled. Back at Ucheti-Shakowin, the drums pounded heavily. Women could be heard singing. A grandmother sat at the shore praying. She prayed for the officers. She prayed for their children. "They drink this water too," she said. "The only way to heal their hatred is with prayer." Behind her, the sacred fire roared, sent up smoke to the airplane, to the helicopter, up to Great Spirit, a signal for the stars. "Come here, enjoy the earth, protect your family." If I had pictures of the clowns that day, if I had pictures of the clowns in the canoes that day, I would have shared them, but maybe it was just a vision.